Hey Larry, how you doing?
Yo, what's up, big guy?
Um, hey, when you face Lamar, you've obviously faced him a few times before, but
Yeah.
what makes him so tough to not only bring down, but it looks like he's not afraid to take a hit, and you kind of never know where he's going to go.
Just his elusiveness. I've been playing against him since my first encounter with him was in college, and he's the same guy as far as just being able to create plays, make plays with his feet. Agile, quick, knows how to make people miss. I think that's one of his really special abilities, and I think it just makes it hard for everyone to try to tackle him just because he's so gifted in that aspect.
So, as a defender, do you do anything differently facing him as opposed to a normal quarterback?
Yeah, you have to. The main goal is to try to keep him in front of you. Kind of close the cage around him, not give him rush lanes to kind of escape through. Making sure that you're tackling with the right angles, and then he's gonna make plays with his feet, but at the same time, you just gotta keep him corralled. I think that's the biggest thing.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Mary Kay Cabot, you're up next.
Hey, Larry, how are you guys, playing together better, more experienced? What's different between you guys now and the first time you faced the
I
Ravens?
just feel like everybody at this point in the season understands their role. Like I always say, this is a team effort. I think this, a unique season like that we've been having, I think that's just a narrative that everybody has to do their job. It's not one guy, it's, the entire defense, finding ways to work together, make plays, and, find ways to get off the field. And I think that's just what everybody's kind of understood. We've taken that identity that we all play off each other, work off each other. And that's, just to continue to do that moving forward.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Marla Ridenour, you're up.
Yeah, Larry, in training camp, Sheldon Richardson was predicting big things for you. Is there a certain part of your game do you feel like you've really improved this season?
I think it's just really just going out there and playing, so not overthinking, not overanalyzing, just playing my game, allowing myself to make plays, when the opportunity presents itself, and just understanding, what's in front of you. As you get older, the game, slows down. You start to see things more clearly. You start to understand your reads, and just to be able to play quickly and not overthink things. So the biggest thing is just understanding how to maximize my role and what I'm doing.
And you're kind of like a under the radar guy. I presume you're okay with that and let maybe Miles get the headlines.
It's all good, man. Everybody has their time. So you just got to keep working. And like I said, like I said before, the biggest thing is just understanding your role and what you have to do, because once again, it takes all of us. I help Miles helps me, Sheldon helps OB helps Sheldon. Like, we all work together. Like, rush helps coverage, cover helps rush. And I feel like once you understand that aspect of it and how everybody works together, that's when you start to see what you're seeing now. A 9-3 football team, just things are just clicking on the right things. So things are firing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marla. Dan Lobby is next.
Hey, Larry, you've played for a number of defensive coordinators in your young career already, but Joe Woods, what do you kind of like about him? What have you seen from him in this few months that you've been with him?
Just understand, he wants to win. He wants his style of defense, attack up front. And he just gets it as far as, allowing us to play and make plays and just understand how it all, kind of works together. Sometimes you can be in certain defenses where you kind of feel like you have to walk on eggshells, like you can't make a mistake. You're kind of nervous to make plays because you don't want to be wrong. But Coach Woods gives us the freedom to go out there and make plays and to be playmakers and to understand, like, he gives you the background behind the defense, why it works, understanding your fit, how it affects the entire defense as a whole. And I feel when guys understand how their role affects the entire picture, they know what plays they can go out and, try to make, but understand at the same time, like, I got to be here, I got to be in my gap, I got to be in my spot so that the other guy can make this play. And I feel like he just does a great job of helping people understand, their role and what they're trying to do.
A few guys have kind of said he's unfazed by everything. Does that sort of trickle down, that mentality?
It's just, like I said, this is a unique season. You feel me? Like, it's ever changing. We get new information every day. We're dealing with different things, the pandemic, everything that's going on, and you kind of have to have this mentality that we just got to every day. You just have to be prepared. You got to take what comes with it and just be ready to put your best foot forward.
Thanks.
Thanks, Dan. Nate Ulrich, go ahead.
Hey, Larry. What did you think of the 5 defensive linemen look that you guys got to give the tight ends? Was it any more fun for your group than usual? And
I think it's always fun when you got a lot of D linemen on the field. But it was cool. You got young Jordan Elliott in there, playing fast, get off the rock, and just seeing how it all worked together. Going against great Russian offense and being able to do what we did was an awesome feeling. So it's always cool when your boys are all out there with you, and it was just a fun time. It's good to win.
So are you, hoping Joe Woods dials that up again, or are you guys lobbying for it at all?
We'll see.
Carry forward.
You can't go to the well too many times. You gotta,
Thank you.
Thanks, Nate. Jeff Shadell, you have our next question.
Hey, Larry, when you're concerned about Lamar Jackson, how does that affect Dobbins and the rest of their running game?
I mean, they got great backs at the same time, so you can't overlook the backs. Dobbins, he's running extremely well. You have Ingram, you have Gus Edwards. You have a stable of backs, so you have to respect them. You have to play with your keys. You have to play with great gap integrity. You have to keep everything in front of you.
Thank you, Jeff. Marla Ridenour, back to you.
Now, Larry, you guys have won so many close games. Do you feel like you're sort of developing a toughness or some kind of attitude to hang on in those moments?
Yes, you just of course you want to when you're winning big, you want to make sure you want to keep the gap, of course. But at the same time, you do have to kind of understand that when you're playing this game, you have to. It's just the attention to detail, like you when you're winning, you have to make sure like you have to earn it every week. Like nothing's ever given. Like you can't just. And I feel the biggest thing that we do a great job of this year is that we don't get hung up on the wins. We don't get or the losses. We don't get like it's going 1-0 each and every week. That's the goal. That's the focus. Keeping everything right in front of you, not looking too far ahead, not trying to focus on like next Sunday night, really focusing on the main thing, which is to go 1-0 each and every week. And I feel like guys understand that it's not about what you did last week. It's not about what you did the week before. It's about what you do this week. And then after that, this week is gone, it's gone, and you go on to the next one. So I feel like just adopting that mentality that, it's on to the next, the next focus, staying focused on the goal at hand, the task at hand. And it's not done until it's done. So.
Just one quick thing. I wanted to ask you about Coach Stefanski's leadership. Is he one of the most, I don't know if you would call him inspiring, or just how would you describe him as a leader?
He just gets it. It just goes back to what I just said about just keeping everything. He does a great job of, keeping the main thing, staying focused and understanding that, guys, you got to earn this thing each and every week. Like nobody's going to lay down for you. Nobody's going to give you what you want. You have to go out each and every week and, you have to take it. You have to earn it. And he does a great job of, telling us guys that is the goal. Each and every week going 1-0. How do you win the week? How do you win the day? How do you win the practice? How do you win meetings? And then, to go into game day and win. So I feel like that's, I think that's a special characteristic that he has. And the guys have, obviously you've seen the results, have really adopted that. Running with it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marla. Scott Petrick is next.
Hey, Larry, we've talked before about the talent and potential of the D-line. Do you feel like you guys are playing as well as you have all season?
Yeah, we're just trying to get better each and every week. Once again, it's that big role thing, just knowing your role, understanding your role, and mastering it. Making the plays that you can make, and just really just understanding that you're a piece of a very big puzzle. And when you do your job to the best of your ability, you give the entire team a chance to win. And I feel like guys are understanding that and guys are executing that.
Like when you say, when you have sacks and then Sheldon and OV has a couple of big games, do you feel like, man, we can do even more?
Of course. I feel like that's the goal, to just continue to get better, continue to push the envelope, continue to, challenge each other. We feed off each other, we push each other. And like I said, that's just the biggest thing, just getting better each and every week.